Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmutallahi wa Barakatahu. The purpose of this video is designed to give fitness advice to people of South Asian descent who are naturally skinnier and more prone to fat. I'm Bangladeshi and Pakistani, and our culture has tremendous amounts of delicious food that are not so good for you. However, with the right decisions, you can achieve a good physique while not having to sacrifice all that delicious, spicy, flavorful traditional food. Here are some tips. Number one, if you have skinny wrists like myself, do not lift too heavy. Okay, right now, me personally, I'm naturally a mesomorph, ecto/mesomorph. Other men I've seen are a little bit skinnier in nature, especially those of South Indian descent. You do not want to lift too heavy because it can strain your joints tremendously. Instead, gradually increase your weight. Gradually start from little and increase your weight and go higher volume. For example, let's say my max bench is, if I'm starting out, is like 115 or whatever. Okay, and then you can start with like 85 times 15 with 5 sets. As an example, focusing on time under tension and muscle coordination, time under tension. Secondly, okay, for foods you can eat in abundance. We've got yogurt right there with honey. Okay, yogurt and honey are staples in an Indian or Pakistani or Bangladeshi diet. Eat it as much as you'd like. Add almonds to it if you'd like. I've got some chicken right over here. Chicken is also a very, wonderful high protein thing to eat. You can add spices, but try to stay away from vegetable oils, except for olive oil. Butter and ghee are also good things to have. As you all know, a man thrives when he has high testosterone, bidnillah, and saturated fats such as butter, eggs, egg yolks, and ghee are very beneficial for your testosterone levels. Avocados and almonds as well. And you know this because when you were 20 or 21 or 22, you wanted to hunt, you wanted to chase women, you wanted to enjoy life, and you were braver and bolder. And later in life, once you had that middle life crisis and your T levels were lower, you felt less motivated and lazy and you just wanted to watch TV. So you need to be able to fix your hormone levels accordingly. Okay. Another tip is try to do cardio in a way that's high intense interval training. For example, let's say that you had 30 minutes to spare. You would want to walk for 5 minutes to warm up, jog for maybe 2 minutes, and then fast jog or sprint for about 30 seconds, slow jog for another 2 minutes, sprint for another 30 seconds, slow jog for 2 minutes, sprint for another 30 seconds, slow jog for 2 minutes. This has a wonderful effect on your hormones, especially HGH. Alhamdulillah, I used to play basketball, soccer religiously when I was younger, and I was always like pretty slim, and I was all, in shape, alhamdulillah. Instead of having to do long distance running or walking for long distances, try HIIT. It's a wonderful, wonderful exercise, and it's really good in general, or if you can pick up a sport. Another big tip I have is to master calisthenics. There are many, many resources out there. Chin-ups, pull-ups, dips, lunges, squats, high repetition. Do them. They are great for you, especially if you are naturally skinny fat. Another tip is higher volume, higher frequency, especially if you are prone to skin fat, because you need to stress that muscle more frequently and more intensely over time, and eventually it's going to adapt to that load with the permission of Allah Az Wa Jaal, and it's very important that you do so. Another tip is that you need to lower your stress and control your mind, especially. How do I say this? I know that as a South Asian person, you probably have experienced some level of emotional abuse, socioeconomical pressure, other things that cause stress. You probably watch some Bollywood here and there, and those things are very toxic for your mindset. You want to focus your mind upon your creator, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and you want to focus on getting to Jannah. And this is really, really crucial, because a lot of things people say or do, or a lot of things that you see or hear with your eyes and ears, are not conducive to the health of your heart. And you want to keep a very, very healthy heart, because that affects everything around you. Another tip I would say is that, of course, you know, any strength training person knows this, but you want to do heavy squat. You want to try to do lots and lots of squats, as they are one of the best exercises to induce growth, athleticism, strength, and all kinds of benefits come from doing squats, especially, you know, growth in your legs and hips, which will help to, and core as well, which will help you to handle higher loads later. Okay, no matter where you're starting from, if you're 300 pounds, 30% body fat, if you're very skinny and thin and you're on the computer all day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can have a lean, athletic physique, or at least work yourself up to that if you make a few changes. Assalamu alaikum.